Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Patch3 here, and today we're going to be playing. Well, we're not going to be playing anything. I'm going to be showing you how to play Pokemon on your phone or your computer. This only works for Android, so I am sorry about that, guys. Only if you have an Android product or if you have a PC, that's the only way you will be able to play this. I am using this footage from Alex Ace. He is the one that I looked this up and stuff, so I figured out how to download this and stuff. This is how I figured it out. So this is what I'm going to use for you guys and stuff. I try to do it personally and stuff. The problem is I don't have a good enough editing app or anything, so hope you guys enjoy, and here it is.
And you're going to want to go ahead and register. So to register, what you're going to need is a username. You can make that be any username, of course. Your email. You're going to need a password. You're going to need to repeat the password and, of course, do the CAPTCHA, which CAPTCHAs are pretty simple most of the time. You can just do a check mark. And if you want occasional emails with them, then, be my guest, whatever. But after that, what you need to do is head to the download section over here. And yeah, so you can't get on Mac, so Mac users, there you go, you can use a Mac. So for my case, though, where I'm on Windows, so I'm going to hit Windows, and of course, make sure you register. And here we go. So of course, this depends on your computer. Most of you guys should be on 64-bit computers. So usually you want to make sure you're using 64-bit. A good way to check is if you open up a folder, for instance. Let's say I have a folder here. Let me see. Here we go. So as you can see, I open up a folder, and I've got this PC here. So this is my computer. If I right-click and hit prop, you can see right here I have a 64-bit operating system here. So there you go. Right away, you can see that it is a 64-bit, and that's how you can tell if it's 64-bit or 32-bit. So after you've done that, you've downloaded the recommended one you need to do. So for instance, I already have it, but I'll re-download it just so I can follow along with you guys. You run the installer, install Pokemon MMO, launch Pokemon MMO from the start, and you're good to go from that point on. So thankfully, I've already got the installer here, so all I'm going to do here is hit the installer, double click it, and it should open. Of course, you're going to want to make sure you hit yes to the prompt up and hit English or whatever language, of course. I would really recommend for you guys, if you don't know what this means, basically, if you have multiple drives, you're going to want to actually go ahead and probably install
if you're a Japanese
on your D drive, which is usually a drive that you probably, you use for storage and have a lot of space on it. Personally, I have 5 terabytes, so I'm just going to put it on my new D drive instead of my C disk, which is what I use. Your C disk is usually what you use for like important programs, or and also, I'm not a huge computer expert, but it's also like how fast your computer starts up, so you don't really want to clog it up. So if you have another drive, install it there. If you don't worry about it. It's totally okay. So yeah, we're going to hit new volume for me. I'm going to hit next, and already exists, so I'm just going to install it to that folder. If you want to start in the start menu, sure. I'm going to hit next again and install. So pretty easy stuff so far. Nothing too crazy here. So right away we can go ahead and launch Poke MMO, and it should come up, and there we go. So it's loading. So now comes the fun part. It's actually not the fun part. So right away you're going to see it says you need black/white ROM, and this is required fire red ROM. This is optional, emerald optional, heart and gold is also optional. But for sure you're going to need a black/white ROM. So I just want to preface really quick here for any of you guys watching that getting ROMs is technically, if you do not own the game itself, if you have black and white, technically downloading ROMs is illegal. So to get a black/white ROM, unfortunately, it is, unless you own the game, it is definitely illegal to download it and pirate it, which is probably what a lot of you are going to do. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I mean, all you have to do is look up Pokemon Pokemon Black and White ROM. You can look it up on YouTube. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do it. I personally own the games. Yeah, so there you go. Like, I own the games. If you own the games, it is not illegal to do it because I think it's called like dumping or something, dumping your data onto your computer. So that's totally fine. But I'm saying if you don't own it, I didn't teach you nothing. That's basically all I'm trying to say is I didn't teach you nothing. If you pirate it, that is up to you. That's totally up to you. But I'm just saying it, being Mr. Good Guy here. But yeah, I'm not gonna help you guys there, unfortunately. But I'm sure you can find a YouTube video on how to download a ROM. It's pretty easy. It's on YouTube. But I just don't want to be that guy. So, anyways, also guys, before I forget anything, if you guys download a ROM, for instance, you're going to want to save it on a folder that you won't lose. For instance, I have an emulator here that I've been using for my Let's Play, and I have all my ROMs saved in a certain folder. So once you select the ROMs to put into the game, you can locate them and you'll just be able to double click them. And if you ever download a ROM that you didn't have before, for instance, if you didn't have Fire Red before or something, you can drag them all into one location. So yeah, I know that might confuse some people if you're not computer savvy. So yeah, just make sure you have a folder in a location where you won't forget it. For instance, I have mine here, Emulator, DS Games, ROMs, and then that way you can locate it later on when you have to select the ROM in the actual application. Once you have the ROM downloaded, you're going to hit Select File. I already have it linked up to where I have my ROMs already saved up. As you can see, I've got Hacked Pokemon Diamond for my Mew-only playthrough, and I have Black, Diamond, Heart Gold, and Platinum. These are already been saved. So, of course, what you're going to do is make sure you hit OK once you've selected Pokemon Black for me, in this case, and it is now loaded. Of course, if you have all the other ROMs, you can go ahead and choose them and load them up as well. If you don't have them, that's okay. If I'm not mistaken, it's... I think it makes it so you can't play on certain regions. So, if you want to play on Kanto, you're going to need Fire Red. On Hoenn, you're going to need Emerald, and so on and so forth. So, if you want to play on those regions, you're going to need to get these ROMs as well. There we go. Got Heart Gold, and we're good. So, now I've got these all loaded up. I can hit close. The game's going to restart for you. Not a big, not too hard, not too hard. And now you've got this cool little login screen. You're going to go ahead and log in and create your character. And so once you've logged in, make sure you hit server name live, server status is high. Click login there. And, of course, create a new character. I've already got my character, so I can just load in and boom, check it out. I'm already in the game. Everything is perfect and awesome. Hey, which region you want to play on. If you want to join me while I'm playing, I am currently in the...
So guys, that was just a short little clip and stuff. How you download Pokemon MMO. I couldn't personally do it because I don't have a computer, but it's the same steps for a Android device. And I will be going ahead and linking this guy's channel down below. I like to watch him. It's really enjoy and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, leave a like down below. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to this. His name is Alex Ace and he's on YouTube and stuff. Just go and search him up. Watch him his videos. I guarantee you're gonna enjoy. But thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys later. Peace out.